Spyder frog. Oh yeah. Welcome back to Real Surf Stories. Today we're talking about the best shortboard I've ever had in my life. The Frog model by Dennis Jarvis at Spyder Surfboards. Around Y2K, I started riding really short, wide missiles with thick, wide tails, and I came up with the 20s model with Doc Lausch, which changed the game for me. 5'3", really short, but as I said, wide tail, thick tail, and the beauty of this board is it just gets cheap, easy speed. You could just get speed out of nothing. And so what happened was I ended up kind of getting stuck on these shorter, wider boards and couldn't get a normal shortboard that worked for me. I would go straight from a 5'3" to a board like this right here. A 6'6" single fin, which I absolutely love. And so I kind of got stuck on the big single fins and the really short little missiles. And so what happened was every time I would order a shortboard, it didn't work. It just seemed like the nose was too narrow. I'd be paddling for the wave. It'd be like going like that. And I got shortboard after shortboard after shortboard, and it just felt like too much work. Once I got on the wave, I had to really hop and amp out to get speed, which I was so used to just kind of cruising on this and holding in my limbs and being able to carve stylishly and get speed, to where the normal shortboard, sadly, was kind of out of my reality for a good 10 years or more, really. And it wasn't until one of my best friends, Ryan Page, said that he was going to order a batch of Spyder boards from Dennis Jarvis, and if I wanted to get a board in on the order. And I mean, Dennis Jarvis, of course, I took him up on the opportunity. And then I couldn't believe it when he brought me the board, 5'7" Frog model swallowtail, this board right here. And the first time I paddled out on it, I could immediately feel there was something magic in this board. Something about the entry-level rocker on the nose. Right when I started paddling, I could just feel the way it was cutting through the water and said, ooh, this is a magic tool. And you know how when you go like this, you kind of, you know, it feels good. Every board, pretty much, you can kind of tell if it's going to work or not. And it felt good under my arm. But when I paddled out on it, I could instantly feel it. Again, something about this entry-level rocker here, I could feel it immediately. But then, once I took off on a wave, man, it just felt like it was part of my feet. I said, this is the board I've been waiting for years. And it's been just an adventure ever since. This is my normal shortboard I ride 80% of the time now. Actually, this is the first one I got. I got another one, exact duplicate. It's in Nicaragua. And then I got this one, 5'7", and a 5'5" frog. And man, each one is more magic than the last. And I think it has a lot to do with the concave. It's got like a real mellow concave that goes flat in the middle and then flat in the nose. And I got the NVS Taylor Knox arc fins. Hope there's a little Taylor magic in there. And Dennis Jarvis, he's got so much experience that I think he's on the next level. Like, he's very slept on. People, for some reason, I don't hear his name mentioned enough out there, but in my opinion, he's the best shaper in the world right now. And he's got the rocker and the bottom contours down to a science. The rails, they're super forgiving. You know, I feel like I can just get it on rail and push as hard as I want. It gets speed over flat sections. I don't have to hop. I can carve over flat sections. And I think what we're all looking for in a shortboard is that elusive combination of looseness and drive. And that's what these boards possess. So I can't recommend highly enough the Spyder Frog model by Dennis Jarvis. It's transformed my life. Now I ride a shortboard like 80% of the time. I still love to ride the single fin, the longboard, and the 5.320s is still part of my fun time surf when it's like, you know, this range. Somewhere between what I would ride this and a longboard, I'm still going to ride the 20s. But this is my go-to, is this board. And if you're looking for a shortboard to kind of round out your quiver, something that's just going to work in everyday surf, this is the one. Check this link right here for more. This link here to see how it works here in Dominican Republic. This link for how it worked in the beach break. I got this epic sandbar session. And of course, hit this one right here to subscribe.